So in the studio today we have Mayor John Zary. Happy New Year to you.
Same to you.
So have a good Christmas?
Yes.
That's good.
Very good. Quiet. But
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. It's,
So you got some council reports that you want us to get through, do you?
yes. I got for the last couple of meetings. I got that. I got some things there. Get out to the people.
Yep.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. At our last meeting, or the meeting before last, we had a letter from a resident who was concerned because the town was going to be putting the water on bypass for 5 to 6 months of the year. But we assure you we have no plans of doing that unless for reasons beyond our control. The town will be proceeding with a plan to fix leaks, provide an education piece to the public on how to conserve water. During the past several weeks, we had problems at the water treatment plant, and one of the filter tanks had to be shut down. As a result, we had to go on bypass water from the pond for a period of time until the storage tank was filled. Due to the high water usage of over 600 gallons per minute at night and more than 700 gallons per minute during the day, it doesn't allow us to do the necessary repairs. In order to correct the problem and have the water ozonated, we would have to shut down the water treatment plant, and with the high water usage, the tank would probably drain out and we would have difficulty getting it filled again. It seems like we will have to stay on chlorinated water in the tank without it being ozonated, and possibly until spring. We approved paying an annual fee of $250 per year to Go Western Newfoundland, which would enable us to promote our town by way of photos, advertising, etc., which should boost the tourism industry in our area. Mm-hmm. It was resolved that our town apply for Capital Works program for funding to complete phase 3 of the water main project in the amount of $1,991,644, and that copies of our application be sent to our MHA and MP. Now, we applied for this funding for phase 3 the previous year and we was turned down. A Mon student will be doing her research paper. I think she's from Bangladesh. She's doing a research paper on water quality in Burgeo. And she should be here in the area talking to the people probably in February or March. The town manager, with our hydro situation there now, we only have one person stationed there, and the second one is stationed in Stephenville. Hydro feel that 2 people is plenty for the station, but with only one that's stationed there's not much he can do due to safety reasons. So our town manager was asked to write hydro and see if that second position that's now in Stephenville can be filled there in Burgeo. Mm-hmm. The tourism committee is in the process of getting a new welcome sign to replace the existing one in the Woodhill Brook area. They are also in the process of doing a pamphlet promoting Burgeo and surrounding areas, which will be available to tourists and visitors in the area. Now we had a meeting with our MHA, Mr. Parsons, on November 28th. Mr. Parsons stated that with regard to the town's Capital Works program for the water line replacement, he will do whatever he can to move the application ahead and have the project completed in a reasonable time period. He also stated that he is working on getting a new fire truck for the town as well, since our truck is now starting to give problems. With regard to work on Route 480, MHA Mr. Parsons stated that Work is currently ongoing on guardrail replacement. Now, this was in November. There were 62 culverts replaced on Route 480 last year, and of the 17 projects in the Western region for 2017, only 3 were complete. There will be 3,000 to 3,500 tons of asphalt for upgrading Route 480 this year, and more brush cutting will be done from Lloyd's River to Peter Strides. Discussion took place regarding the local Newfoundland Labrador Hydro line depot. Minister Parsons stated that he had been in contact with hydro officials and they intend to keep the line depot staff with 2 lines persons, which they feel is adequate. Councillor Pickford Spencer stated that she was looking for some guidance on tourism. She feels that this area needs a travel directory, etc. Minister Parsons advised that she should contact Mark Felix and Sonia Lane. He also stated that we need to work as a region, from Burgeo to Francois, and get a committee together to form a strategic action committee. Discussion took place regarding regionalisation. Councillor Thorne gave a report from the Southwest Coast Joint Council meeting that he attended, where this was also discussed. Mr. Parsons stated that it is his feeling that if there's already a preconceived plan for regionalisation, it will not work. He feels that regionalisation is something we need not worry about for some time, since we are really a region unto ourselves. A brief discussion took place on resettlement. Messrs. Bridge was briefly discussed. Mr. Parsons stated that there is no government funding for local bridges. Mr. Parsons also mentioned aquaculture and the large potential impact that this can have on employment opportunities and on the local economy when this is set up in an area. In closing, Mr. Parsons stated that his government has announced 120 long-term bids for the Corner Brook Hospital, but he said that other announcements will be coming later. The meeting adjourned at 10:45 a.m. The finance meeting was held on Monday, December the 18th to do the budget. Budget was brought down for the 2018 fiscal year, and there will be no increases. The mill rate and any other services or fees for this year will stay the same. The budget was passed at our meeting on December 20th. At our meeting December 20th, a discussion on FAR and essential services for the area, for this area, for our FAR department. And right now, our FAR department covers from Burgeo to the 90-degree turn. And we're in the process of contacting FAR and emergency services to see if from the 90-degree to the Trans-Canada, see if it can be covered by the Stephenville or Stephenville Crossing Fire Department. As of now, there's no coverage from the 90-degree to the highway.
So what do you call it? It's like a dead zone, is it?
That's what they call dead zone there.
Yeah.
And I think we go to, I don't know if we go down the Buckens Road. I think they were asking if we would do it to the highway for a short time and then down the Buckens Road, so far down there. But we felt that if you start that, you know, you'll be probably stuck with it all the time. And now Stephenville Crossing can, an accident say happening 10 or 15 kilometers from the Trans-Canada, they can be out there in, so you only got about 40 kilometers. Whereas from this end, you'd have 130 or 40.
Yeah, that's right.
So it would make more sense for Stephenville or Stephenville Crossing to do that area.
Yeah.
As of yet, we have not heard from Foreign Emergency Services, but I dare say we will know something, sometime this year.
But one question was I was going to ask, what is your guys' views on what should be done with the Misters Bridge, because that a lot of people was asking about it and stuff like that. So I think some people would like to know how the town council is feeling about the Misters Bridge.
There wasn't a lot of discussion on it. Like, we had structural engineers in here in 2015, and they estimated that to replace the bridge back then would be $660,000.
Yes, boy.
So 3 years later, that's up to 800,000 or $1 million.
Yeah.
There's no government funding for local bridges. We know that. And like the town, to proceed with replacing the bridge, you'd have to tax every householder here for $250, $300 for each year for the next 6 years.
Yeah.
To pay for it, and we're not in a position to do that.
Yes, that's right.
I know it is a kilometer from 1.1 kilometers from Vatchers to Lou Vatchers to Sim Spencer Shaw, like for people that's got to go there for groceries.
Yeah. But
then from the end of Smalls Island to Huntsview Market is further. Is more than that. It's about 1.3. And even somebody that's living, say, around where Spencer Lake used to live, in that area, from that to Huntsview or from that to Foodland, you're looking at a kilometer. So
yes,
the distance is.
So if somebody did absolutely had to walk, well, you mean other people got it actually got to go farther than what the people up at Misters is, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. So really, can you? But now I understand there's a committee.
Yep.
I think Sue Ann is heading it up. Sue Ann Pickford Spencer, and
yep.
And you could probably see where they're going with this. They're talking about fundraising to do the bridge, but it is a big project.
Yeah.
Unless they can find somebody that can do a bridge a lot cheaper, but it would have to be built according to government standards, right?
Yeah. As far as I know, I think that I was speaking with her, and she's going to come in at some point and talk about it. So she would be able to give us a little bit more information on what they want to do.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
That's right. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a costly venture. Maybe they can get somebody to do it cheaper, but like I said, it would have to be according to municipal government standards, right? I don't know. Like people have said, they're filling it in on each side and have a shorter bridge. But like we all seen how much tide was there when they took that bridge, and that was only just pounds.
Yeah.
There. So
yeah, it was the strangest thing I ever saw.
Yeah. So really, you got to know really what you're doing, right? And I figure those engineers that the town had in back 3 years ago, I think they knew their work.
Yeah.
And they knew what they were talking about when they said it was going to cost $660,000.
Yeah. Was that version of that bridge was put in the early 2000s, wasn't it? Or before 2000? I think. Because I remember when I was younger, I used to hang out on that bridge, and I knew it was new then, right?
Yeah.
Right? So.
Yeah. It was there a long time.
Now, with like the waste management coming up, is the town council maybe going to put together like a training thing to help people adjust to the new system, or?
Yeah, apparently there's a committee in place now, not from Burgeo. Now this is for all of the western region,
Yeah.
and the Northern Peninsula. They are in the process of getting some package together.
Okay.
Whether it'd probably be in the mail.
Yeah.
But they're in the process of getting something together about waste management.
Yeah.
Which should be good when we need it.
Oh, yes.
Need
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Like long before it starts.
Yes, because you don't want it all of a sudden. Okay, so everything got to be sorted out and
That's
have fun.
That's true.
So that's not going to work, right?
Yeah, I think there might be a grace period, like so many months or 6 months or something,
Yes.
like to get people into it, because you're not going to spring that on them last 2 weeks before, a month before,
No.
and
No,
expect everybody to. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Perfect.
And that concludes our business up to December 20th. And on behalf of council, I would like to wish each and every one of you a happy and healthy new year. And until next time, good evening.
John, well, thank you so much for coming in and giving us the council report, and come back again when you got to give us some more.
I will.
Thank you very
Steve.
much.
Thank you.